So I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys use Spotify, and I definitely use that for my daily listening, especially when I'm in my mobile phone, only when I'm not bringing my dapps with me. And today we're gonna talk about the top 5 things you can do to improve your sound quality when using Spotify. Okay, so number 1 tip is you need to make your music quality to the highest quality possible. So it says here low is equivalent to approximately 24K, normal is 96, and high to very high is 320K. You want that 320K. However, when using this mode, especially for streaming, it consumes a lot of data. So what you want to do is you download the songs and set your download to very high, so that way you won't use a lot of data. So make sure you download them at home before you go. I usually just set my streaming to normal, but if you have very big data, you can also set it to very high. But definitely you want that 320K for the most quality in Spotify. Okay, tip number 2, and one of the more important tips here is try to EQ your gear. Alright, EQ is located in playback and equalizer. So here you have a lot of options with the equalizer. You have acoustic, bass booster, bass reducer, classical, and all that jazz. This has a lot of settings here, but what I usually do is I do custom setting. Like with the CCA C10, this is my setting for my EQ. So the CCA C10 is known to be a V-shaped sound. So what I usually do is I bring the mids up, so it makes it a more neutral, more flat kind of sound here, and also try to bring the treble in the CCA C10 up a bit and tone down the bass a bit. So this makes it more of a flat profile, more for a neutral profile with the CCA C10. Of course, that will be up to you what signature you like. So for some IEMs, you want maybe to improve the bass, you want maybe to improve the clarity also on top. On some IEMs, that will be up to you what you prefer, but make sure that you know the signature of the IEM that you have, and do the necessary tweaking in the equalizer. Number 3 tip, and one of the more tedious parts in making your Spotify sound better, is find the album version of the song that you're looking for. So Spotify is really big. There's a lot of albums, there's a lot of versions of songs, but what you want is the album version of the song that you're looking for. Usually album versions have more cleaner quality, so not the live versions. The live versions usually of course have more coarse quality. The mics that they use maybe in the live version is lesser than the album version, because in the album version you have a more controlled environment. So definitely the sound there is better. Of course, there are albums that are best heard in live, but I'm just saying in general, album versions usually sound cleaner, more refined, more fine-tuned. So what you want is the album version of the song that you're looking for. Alright, number 4 tip, and this is kind of an external tip, but I think this may be useful for you guys, is you can get an external portable amp DAC for your phone. What I have here is a portable amp DAC from VE Electronics. This is the VE Odyssey, and I also have here a portable amp DAC that's from Advanced Sound. So what you usually do is you just put it here, just place it in your phone directly through the USB, and you plug in your IEM. So what it does, of course, is it improves the detail retrieval and also improves the sound stage a bit. Definitely there are more amps and DACs that's available, but of course for mobile use, especially for those starting out, this is a nice solution, something that won't really bother you because it's that small. So yes, this definitely improves the sound a bit. So if you want to increase the sound a bit of your Spotify listening, of your on-the-go listening, you can maybe get an amp DAC, portable amp DAC. Number 5 tip, and last but not the least, make sure that you disable audio normalization. So audio normalization is actually balancing the volume of each song. It's actually good, but unfortunately Spotify is using a limiter. It kind of removes some parts of the spectrum in your audio, and that entails lower sound quality when you're listening to Spotify. Definitely if you don't want the utmost sound quality, if you just want balanced volume, you can turn this on. But if you are looking for the best sound, you can turn this off, and of course you will get the whole spectrum of sound. So to turn it off, you go to playback, enable sound normalization, and just turn this off, and that will disable now the audio normalization. So here you're gonna get the whole part of the spectrum. You won't have a limiter in your sound. So for me, to be honest, personally, I usually have this on because I listen to a variety of tracks. I do recommend this if you're listening to maybe one album, but if you're listening to a variety of tracks, a variety of artists, I would recommend to turn it on just to have the volume balance for convenience. But definitely yes, if you want the utmost sound quality, turn this off. Alright, so those are the top 5 tips in improving the Spotify sound quality, and hopefully this tutorial helps you in any way to improve the sound in your life. If it did, of course leave a like, and of course subscribe for more content like this in the future. I'm gonna do a lot more tutorials to improve your sound in your life in the future. And of course, if you have additional suggestions to the viewers here in Zpalt Labs, let me know in the comments also down below. Let's have a discussion, and I'm gonna see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.